and everybody in between. But on a serious note, I feel really fortunate that I have a mother and father that know the game and have supported me from day one. And all their messages, all their love has allowed me to get to this point. So I wish they were here, but I know they're rooting back in New York.
I'm sure your mom has some thoughts on how to attack the Miami zone. What is the biggest challenge when facing what they throw out defensively?
Well, I think of all of our opponents so far in these playoffs, we're going to see the most varied defenses. We know they're going to pressure 2-2-1 back to their zone, and they're going to do a lot of different things in the half court. I think the best zone offense is getting stops and running, not allowing them to set their zone. And when they are setting their zone, we've been really effective against zones this season, moving the ball, collapsing that zone, playing inside out, and just being aggressive. I don't want to get tentative and just sit there and jack threes. We got to get into that zone. And
that's the first time they've ever been to the finals, and all of a sudden now altitude matters. Give me a damn break.
Michael Malone said it is a thing. He knows as a head coach. However, Eric Spoelstra came back and said, if they want to tip on Everest, we're good with that too. He doesn't really care about the altitude.
Shaq, it's a family show, Shaq.
I used to, because I used to get so tired, I used to foul shave.
Oh,
you know what foul shave is?
Yeah.
Get 2 quick fouls so you can sit next to coach and get some rest. Yeah. It is a thing, Chuck.
I don't believe it.
Okay.
It's a thing. You need talent to win a championship, yes. Well, I'm just saying, though.
But the altitude, they've always run here.
I know that, but I'm saying, well, why they ain't never make it to the finals until now?
They don't have the talent.
And it's not good for a whole series either.
Shaq,
people get acclimated in the fun.
I'm just saying, man, I hate when I hear that bogus stuff. Come on, man.
You're not buying it.
I mean, I'm looking around. I don't see no damn Nugget banners up here.
Let me ask you this. Did it affect your 12-step walk from the cart to your club playing golf this afternoon?
The ball go further.
It's going to affect them tomorrow.
Hey, the ball goes further.
When we play tomorrow, it's going to affect them.
I cannot wait to play you tomorrow. You be sending me videos of your swing. Be FaceTime me, and you know dudes don't FaceTime each other. That's inappropriate.
Really?
Dudes don't FaceTime each other, man.
What?
Dudes don't FaceTime each other.
All right, Chuck.
Okay, just telling you.
Here in front of their home fans. Our guys are just really looking forward to it, and we're glad we're starting, after just a couple days.
Jokic sometimes acts like a wizard out there with what he's able to do. What is the biggest challenge you're emphasizing to your team tonight to try and at least attempt to slow him down?
Yeah, I mean, where do I start? He's a brilliant basketball mind, brilliant basketball player. But I think the thing that, gets left out a lot of times is he's an elite competitor. And he'll find different ways to impact the game on either side of the floor. It could be with his passing, it could be with his scoring, it could be with rebounding. It could come in a lot of different ways, and you just have to overcome it. We're going to try to make things tough on them. That is easier said than done, and just compete and figure it out at the end.
Jimmy Butler says he doesn't believe in playoff Jimmy. Do you?
I mean, we just love the Jimmy that we have, right now. He's been incredible for us. Really all season long, but in particular in the playoffs, and we'll need every bit of it tonight.
Coach, good luck. We'll see you after the game.
Okay, thanks, Jared.
Guys.
All right, Jared, thanks much. A lot of puzzles for Eric Spoelstra to solve with his Nuggets team, including their defensive Swiss Army knife, Aaron Gordon. Been a big factor for this team.
Shooting. That was their struggle, obviously, all season. The year before, a very good and very capable three-point shooting team. Injuries a lot this year, inconsistent lineups, but they have figured it out in this postseason. Duncan Robinson, who really hadn't played a whole lot,
he was hurt,
inserted,
and then unplayable for a while.
Exactly, inserted in the postseason, brings that dimension there. But the spacing, and then Jimmy Butler. We talk about Jimmy and getting buckets, but his ability to make plays for his teammates and read the defense and provide that kind of leadership on the offensive end. But the shooting has improved immensely. The confidence, Strus, Duncan Robinson, Lowry has struggled a little bit the last 6 games, but he's had a good postseason. Caleb Martin, 2 25-point games.
Amazing.
In the Eastern Conference Finals. He didn't have 25 points the entire season. Right. So the offense finally clicking. Combine that with the consistency they have.
This growth in his journey that has allowed him to become the force that he is.
It's really interesting when I go back in the 8 years that we've been together, which is a long time, and you look at the different steps and the growth and maturation that he's shown, most of the time it has nothing to do with the on-court skill level. Early on, it was getting into great shape, getting stronger, getting into great conditioning. It was maturing and handling adversity, handling the referees. And I think the last few years, the greatest area of growth that I've seen is becoming really comfortable with being a leader and comfortable using his voice. He has the respect of the entire locker room, and when he uses that voice, obviously it has a profound impact on everybody else in there.
Coach, best of luck. Congratulations on getting here.
Oh, I appreciate it. Great to see you, Jared.
I tell you what, between Mike Malone and the Joker, they got them fresh-ass haircuts for the finals.
Looking good, baby.
They look good. They spent the day at the barber.
Why wouldn't you?
I'm not mad at them. I'm just saying those haircuts were tight. That was the Ernest Johnson
You
tight.
should come to the NBA Finals well-groomed. Maybe Eric Spoelstra got a trim as well as he reaches his 6th NBA Finals. He has more postseason wins than anybody since he was hired back in 2008. And Jared caught up with Coach Spo as well.
Coach, congratulations on making it back to the NBA Finals. You've talked so much about doing things the hard way to get here. What can your team do tonight to make things easier for you?
We don't know if it'll be easy. I mean, we have incredible respect for Denver. What our group has shown.
Very much. Obviously, Jokic is number one on the to-do list for Miami in terms of what they're doing defensively.
1 and 2 probably.
Well, in terms of Murray.
Well, Joker's 1 and 2. Because number one, hey, Jamal Murray, he's glad to see him back. But Joker's 1 and 2 because scoring and passing. But Jamal has came back. He's playing with tremendous confidence. He is so streaky when he gets it going. He had a couple games where he couldn't get it going, but when he gets it going, his confidence goes through the roof. I just think tonight they got to figure out who he's going to guard. Because I think whoever they put on Butler, that's a really big deal. Because I'm not sure you can put Murray on Butler because Butler's going to be aggressive. He could get in foul trouble. It's going to be interesting, the matchups within the game.
I would guess it's a combination of Aaron Gordon, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and Bruce Brown, probably.
No question. Yeah, but the point, because you're like, I'm looking for my man, and now you got to guard the guy who's guarding you. So.
And the thing, too, is you can't hide Murray and Michael Porter Jr., who is maybe not the greatest defensive player, has gotten better.
Right.
But as Chuck said, the way Miami runs their stuff and the ball movement and passing, everybody's got their head on the swivel. So it's not really attacking one person, but collectively you got to be smart defensively. And they'll find the weak links.
I know you guys always focus on the 1-on-1 matchup. Remember, this is a 1-through-5 switch league. So Jimmy and Jamal, they're going to do a great job of pointing out the mismatches, bringing them into a pick and roll.
Shaq, are Jokic and Murray kind of the modern version of Stockton and Malone? 1-2 punch?
In reverse, maybe?
I don't think so.
In reverse with Jokic and Stockton?
Well, because John was a hell of a player, but he's not the explosive offensive player Murray is. Yes. And Chiefs were great. All the fans were great. So thank you guys for Cherry Hills.
Name dropper.
Yeah. I know famous people, Matt.
I know some famous people, but I'm not rattling them off here on the show.